Hi friends, in the last video I have covered the database backups and restore and as well as the SQL Server database maintenance plan. In this video I am going to show you how to do the pointing time recovery. So I will show you the live demo for the database pointing time recovery. So let's start for that. Let me connect the SQL management console. Let me connect. So this is my management studio. I have connected my instance tech01. So what I am going to do, basically I am going to use database test db2 and the table dating. I have selected the 1000 rows of this table and I am going to show you what I am going to do here actually. So what I will do here, I will update one column. I will update these columns with the new records and then I will do the recovery till that time. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to update these tables. So these Monday I can replace with Sunday, and I have selected the where clause where the week number of year equal to 27. So I think these many rows will be impacted. As of now the data is in Monday and I replaced with Sunday. Let me execute this query. So as you can see, 28 rows affected. Let me execute the select query again. As of now it's Monday. Let me execute the select query. So yes, as you can see, it's updated with Sunday. So all the entity which is the week number of years equal to 27, whatever that in this table, it will update it as a Sunday. Okay. What I will do, I will take the log backup now because I have updated the records in a table. Now I am going to taking the one log backup of this database test db2, change it in log backup. Yes, transition log backups. Give the backup location where you want to keep the backup. Test db2 backup logs. Click on OK and execute it. So the log backup is completed. What we'll do, we'll delete this database manually. Yeah, right click and delete it. Refresh the instance, SQL instance, and now database deleted. Now we'll go and restore it again and we'll see whether the record is updated or not. So give the database name test db2. Here you need to select the pointing time recovery time. So you need to select the similar times when you deleted the database. So somewhere around 1:38 p.m. Click on OK. So before updating the records and taking the log backups, I have already taken the full backups. So first we need to select the full backups. This one I have already taken before updating the records and deleting the database. Full backups is completed. Now go to option tab and here you need to select the second option with no recovery. I have already explained in a restore session what are the benefit of this, because I'm going to apply the log backups again, so you need to select with no recovery. Okay, click on OK. Okay, so probably I'm getting error because I think the file is still there, the database db2 which I have deleted. That file is locally present, so which either you can delete the file from their location, or you can use the same file and do the overwrite. So go to your data location and select the same MDF file db2, click on OK. And for the log also, you need to go to your log file location. Not data, you go to log location, yes, and select the log files and click on OK. So basically what happened, I haven't deleted after deleting the database, so it's still present. So either you can delete it, it will create a new MDF LDF, or you can use it same, do the overwrite. Okay. I think I missed the overwrite. I need to select the overwrite because I'm going to use the same file. So because of that, this error, I think. Yeah. Check the overwrite. Yes. Now click on OK. It will work. Yeah. So restoration is in progress. It's done now. Click on OK. So now you can see database in a restoring mode. Let me refresh the instance. DB in restoring mode. Now we'll apply the log backup which I have taken before deleting the database. Okay. The same, I think you should provide the latest log backups till that point. To recover, you need to provide the log backups. Select the log backups from your backup location, click on OK. Overwrite the database. Now you can leave it with the recovery, because I am not going to apply another backups, so no need to select the no recovery. Leave it with recovery and click on OK. Yes, so now you can see database came out from the restoring mode. Now it's usual. Now we'll refresh the instance first. Now we'll see the same table which I have updated. We'll select the 1000 rows. See, I have updated the Sunday. These are all these many columns. Sunday. Okay, so it's there. So what is the benefit here? Actually, database is recovered till that point. So I have updated the records. Okay, and then I have deleted, or due to some circumstances, maybe your database lost and some deleted somebody and need to recover till that point. So through this way, you can recover the database till particular that time. Not only it's possible when database is in full recovery model. Okay, pointing time recovery. So it's a normal scenario. It's happening in a live environment also. Your database, due to some reason, it's crashed or it's not reachable or something. You need to recover the database till that point. So normally we have the backup schedule, and we are using the same full backup and log backups till the recovered database recovered till that point. So here I have taken the full backups before deleting database, and after updating the logs, taking the log backups, and showed you how to recover the database till that point. So it's recovered. Actually, whatever you updated, it's there. I have recovered all the database, all the records. So through this way, I think you can cover the database pointing time recovery. There are a couple of other methods also. We'll show you in another session actually how to do like that. So this is very easy from the GUI. Actually, you can recover your database till that point actually. So hope it's clear, and you need to understand couple of things before doing these things. So hope it's cleared. Thanks for watching.